All right. Let's have some fun today, you guys. Everybody go to attention and say, yes, sir. Bow, courtesy. All right, everyone go to position and say, sir. Student creed number 1. I develop myself physically and mentally based on the spirit of personal achievement. Number 2, I will only fight to defend my life and the lives of others. Number 3, I achieve my fullest potential, developing knowledge, honesty, and strength. And loud and proud, what's your goal? Black belt, excellent, sir. Go to attention. Bow, courtesy. All right, you guys, we're going to start off with our nunchucks. So if you got single chucks, awesome. You got double chucks, that's fine too. Why don't you just doing some backwards spins? If you got one chuck, do like 20 spins backwards and then switch your hands, do the other hand. All right, just doing a little backward spins. Go ahead, go. All right. Keep going, spin those backwards nice and fast. Fast as you can. Don't forget, you got to hold your nunchuck at the top, right? I'm holding it in the middle or the bottom. It won't be as fast. Holding it at the very top by the rope. Keep spinning it with just one hand too. So just make sure that you're not spinning with two hands. I see that every now and then. Or we're going like this. That's not going to give you the same control as doing one hand. So do one hand as you're spinning. All right. Or again, switching your hands back and forth if you only have one. We're almost done in 3, 2, 1. All right, going your forward spins now. Forward. I like to start with this always. This helps you get nice and fast and good speed and control. Good. Keep going, keep going. All right, that's it, that's it. Keep it up, keep it up. Got 10 more seconds. Again, if you got one nunchuck, do 20 and then switch hands. And then 20 and switch hands back and forth. In 3, 2, 1, and time. All right. And having a little bit of fun. So for those of you that got 2 nunchucks, you're doing one forward and one backwards. If you've only got one nunchuck, you got to be doing something else with your other hand. So you could be doing a high block, low block, inner block, whatever combo you want to do, but you got to be spinning it backwards and doing something cool with the other hand. Boom, boom. All right. One forward, one backwards for everyone. Double no. Keep going. And switch. Go the other way. One. Do the other hand if you got one. So the other hand is spinning it backwards and the other hand's doing punches or blocks. Good. And 10 more seconds. Almost done. All right, almost there, almost there. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, shake those arms out just a little bit. Good job, good job. Okay, and now last one for our warm-up today. We're doing our hip ups with our nunchucks. So if you have one nunchuck, that's right, same thing. Maybe do it like 5 times and then switch to the other hand, but you're just doing your across, and then up. Just going to your hip up. If you got 2 of them, you're doing them 2 at the same time. Seeing how fast you can get it going. 1, 2, up, 1, 2, up, 1, 2, up. Again, if you got one, you're just going hip, up. We're not doing any shoulder passes, any spins yet. We're just going 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. You can do it at the same time too if you want. You go across your body together. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Almost there. 3, 2, 1, and time. All right, really good job. Now, this cycle, we've been working on some nunchucks in our classes. So we've been doing it for a few weeks. So by now, some of you should be getting a little bit faster. So all those drills we've been doing, we're just spinning it backwards as fast as we can and forward as fast as we can. That's, after a while, not as exciting as some other parts of nunchuck, but that's what's going to make it super duper fast. All right, so raise your hand if you feel like you've gotten faster in the last couple weeks. Hopefully everybody, right? And that's really, really good. And that's all from those basics we've been practicing. So keep it up and never get discouraged with your nunchucks, all right? So it's that one nunchuck down. We're going to focus on some single chuck things today. So let's have a little bit of fun with this. Take your nunchucks, grab them together. We're going to work on some basic strikes with our nunchuck together. So I'm not going to do any swinging strikes today. We're going to work on some thrusting, some over the tops, different things like that. So let's start off with the really easy one. You're going to take your nunchuck and you're going to, boom, imagine it's like a bow staff and you're just going to thrust it straight forward right there. All right, so let's see that. Ready? We're going to do it 10 times on one side, 10 times on the other side. Go ahead, go. 1, 2, 3. You're trying to keep your string or chain nice and tight the entire time. It shouldn't come loose. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then do the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Keep going. 7, 8. Nice and hard. 9, and 10. Good. Now, if you did it right, your hand should be just like this the entire time. You bring it across, going straight out. You're just aiming right for the middle is where you're going with that one. Next one, this is one of my favorite ones. You're going to take your nunchucks. It's a little bit tricky. You guys can just follow along if you can. You're going to take it to the side, and you're going to take one nunchuck, and it's going to turn, and it's going to come up. I'm going to stick my elbow through. For some of you that already know that, you can just get right to it. You can do elbow strike, elbow strike. Just keep doing that for 30 seconds. If you don't know how to do it, keep watching with me. Again, I take my nunchucks a little bit to the side, and I'm going to twist it up, elbow straight up to the sky. Good, just like that. And then back again. All right, ready? And the other side, twist up, and right back again. And on the other side, up, and right back. Up, and right back. I just twist it underneath. It's like I'm squeezing it together. Then it keeps going all the way up to the sky. Just keep going with that. Doing pretty good. I'm just fixing my video a little bit. Looks like I'm lagging out a tiny bit. Hang on here. There we go. All right. Keep it up. Keep it up for 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead, stop right there. All right, let's get going on to the next part of our day. So now we're going to work on some side strikes. So you're going to take your nunchuck, and you're just going to pull it across. We're only going to do this for like 20 seconds, nothing too much. This one's pretty easy. You're just taking the nunchuck, and you can go across, or you can go side. You can actually go upward. I like to do a little combination of them, all right? Make sure you alternate, so you can do one side and then the other side. Go ahead, go. Straight across, like you're doing a hook punch right across to somebody, and then you're going straight up with it, down with it, down with it. Good, that's it. We don't do these strikes very often, but they still work. Again, you got to be holding your nunchuck at the top, otherwise it's going to have this really tiny bottom, and that's not going to do anything. Boom, boom, boom. There you go. You can even just go straight up with it, aim right for the chin, right for the chin. Boom, boom, cross, side, side. There you go. That's it. That's it. Keep going. Across. And 3, 2, 1, and time. All right. Now with your nunchuck, we're working on some passing and a little bit of hand rolls next. So with your passes, if you know all your passes, I want you doing all of them for 30 seconds. You're doing your shoulders, your back, around the neck, between the legs, all that stuff. Let's see for 30 seconds. If you need some help, watch right here, going through all of them. We have the easy one. I go around my body, behind my back, around the body, behind the back. I can go the other way. And I've also got between the legs. And then I've got my behind the back one. I just stick it back here, grab, stick it back here, and grab. If you don't know all the passes right now, that's okay, because there's some of them are a little harder. You got over the shoulder, and grab underneath my armpit right here. Going straight up, straight up, straight up. Don't worry, in your class, we'll work on a little bit more basics for those of you that need it. That's totally fine. All right, and then if you got around the neck, let's see around the neck. Boom, right there. Boom, right there. That's good, that's good. In 3, 2, 1, and stop. All right. And now let's throw some combos together today. So what I want you guys to do is you're gonna do a forward spin, and then you're gonna go under your arm, and then you're gonna go back over your arm, and then back to a forward spin. And it goes under, over, forward spin. Under, over, forward spin. That's it. There you go. Nice and fast. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then 1, 2, 3. Again, slower. I'm going under my arm, over my arm, back to a forward spin, and then under, over, forward spin, under, over, forward spin. All right. And switch your hands, other side. Same thing. Forward spin. And then under, over, forward spin, under, over, forward spin. See how fast you can do it. Make sure you switched your hands. We got to make sure we work both our sides. Otherwise, you'll end up like Mr. Thompson, and you'll have a really fast side, and you'll have a really slow side. Good. Keep going. And 3, 2, 1, and time. All right, put it back in your right hand or your left hand, whichever one you started with, and we're going to add on. So now we're going forward spin. We're going under, over, hip, hip, up. And then back to my forward spin. It goes under, over, goes to your hip, to the other hip, and then back up. We're just putting it together. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, spin. There you go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, spin. There you go. All right. And switch your hands. Try the other side. Keep going with that combo. So we're doing our forward spin, under, up, hip, hip, up, forward spin, under, up, 1, 2, 3, forward spin, under, up, 1, 2, 3, forward spin. There you go. Got some of you guys going pretty fast. Not too bad. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. And 3, 2, 1, and stop right there. All right, good job, good job. Now, we're going to work on our hand roll. Okay, this is the next part that's kind of fun. Take the nunchuck, and you're going to slide it all the way up to the top, all the way to the very top of your nunchuck. If you already know your hand rolls, I want you to go in one way and then the other way. And you got to switch your hands, do it one way and then the other way. All right, if you don't know how to do your hand roll, look right here. You're going to stick it out, and you're going to take this part of the nunchuck. Actually, I'll do, you guys can follow along with this hand, or maybe we'll start with this side. If you guys want to start with this side, I know we got a lot of right-handers right now. So you're going to come straight across. You're going to wrap it around the top of your hand. So it should be hanging down just like this. So if you missed it, do it again. I swing it up, and it's hanging. Once it's hanging, it's really easy. I just open my hand up. I'm going to do my thumb down. I'm just going to grab the nunchuck, the other one. And then I'm going to swing it around. Now you should have the other one grabbed. And then if you want to go back, do the same thing. I'm going to swing it around. So now my thumb is upside down. It's hanging right here. I reach up, I grab, and I swing it back around. That's all it is. I swing it up, reach underneath, grab, swing around, back the other way. And then you just keep going. You go around and back. All right, and time right there just for a quick second. Now, raise your hand if you have a hard time catching your nunchuck and you accidentally grab the rope a lot of times. So you do your hand roll, and then you end up like this. Raise your hand if that's you. You keep grabbing the rope a whole bunch of times. All right, so problem number one is it could be that your string is a little bit too long. Now, some of the nunchucks, if you look inside, they actually might be adjustable. You can take the bottom off and maybe adjust it, and that's okay if not, all right? Or you could even tie a knot in the middle, and that might help. Now, if you don't want to mess with that, you don't want to, if you got chains and you don't want to worry about taking the chains out for your nunchuck, here's a little trick. This is something I learned because I have small hands, and so I was always grabbing my rope just because the nunchucks were too long for me. So instead of going straight across your hands, and even for those of you that don't have this problem, it might make it a little faster, make it a little more fun. So instead of going straight across with my hand right here, I'll get nice and close so you guys see that. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to angle it just a little bit. So see how it's going to come across my wrist right here? I'm going to go behind my wrist. So I'm going to go right over the web of my thumb, and it's going to go across my wrist. And you'll notice, see how I use a lot more of the string? That's going to help me out a lot more, so then I can catch that nunchuck. So when I do it fast, I'm going like this, and now see how I'm catching the nunchuck. If I don't do that, watch, come around, and I'm going to end up catching a little bit more of the rope. So for me, doing it just a little bit more over my wrist helps me get a little bit better catch at the end right there. So that's just a cool tip I've learned over the years. It just helped me out because I would struggle with that when I was a kid. I was just, I can't catch it. It's always on the string. So that's my secret Mr. Thompson tip. All right. Go ahead for let's do 15 more seconds. Keep trying some of those hand rolls. If you got it down on one hand, do the other hand. Maybe try doing that angle one I just showed you. See if that helps you out at all. If it doesn't help you, just go back to the other one. That's fine. That's one thing that helped me, and just want to share that with everybody. Good. In 3, 2, 1, and time. All right. So let's go back to our combo. So we just had our combo where we did our forward spin, under, up, hip, hip, up. And then we're going to add a little bit more. So now I'm going to go back to my hip, and then I'm going to add a little hand roll. And now it's upside down. So now it's upside down. You can actually still do the combo. I can go like this. It's inverted now, right? I'm still holding it this way. Now it's going to do my spin, under, up, and then hip, hip, up. Now, that's a little harder. So if you're having a hard time with that one, that's okay. You can just go back to the old combo, all right? And then you would do your hand roll back the other way with the other hip. So keep going. So let's try it again. So we do our forward spin, and then we go under, up, hip, hip, up, hip, hand roll, then you start over. Forward spin, then under, over, hip, hip, up. Now instead of back to this hip this time, I'm going to go to this hip. It's going to go down, and it's going to go back around. Now we're back to where we started again. And I go back to my forward spin. 1, 2, hip, hip, up, hip, hand roll, forward spin, under, over, hip, hip, up, hip, and then, oh, I missed that one, and then over, and then back to forward spin again. There you go. Some of you guys got it. That's pretty good. All right, keep going just for a little longer, and then we're going to be switching over to our Scream-A-Sticks today. All right, try it again. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, hand roll, and then do your spin again. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, down, hand roll. Actually, I guess it works if you go back to the other hip too. Either way works fine. And then 1, 2, 3, there we go. All right, and 3, 2, 1, and time. All right. So for those of you that want to get better at nunchucks and you want to have some fun and you just, I don't know, you just want to feel cool spinning your nunchucks around, I recommend doing some combos. So just start with something easy. You can do like a spin straight in front of you. And then you can try doing a couple strikes, strike, and then maybe a side spin. All right. And then you practice that, and you add another thing on, and then you practice that, and you add another thing on, you practice that. So then eventually you got this really sweet long combo, and you're just spinning it super fast. That's probably the best way to make nunchuck combos, is just do your combo, and then add on another one, and then do that, and then add on another one. That works really well. All right, take your nunchucks, go put them off to the side, grab your Eskrima-Sticks. If you do not have Eskrima-Sticks, that's okay. You don't even need them. You can just do it with your hands. So you're going to be doing what I call patty cake drills, where you're taking your hands and you're going to be striking with open hand right here. So just take your hand open if you don't have any, and you're going to pretend like your hand is the stick, and you're going to do the same thing that we are right here. All right. So if you got your Eskrima-Sticks, let's start off today with a little bit of warm up. If you know Gup Gup, you're just doing Gup Gup by yourself in the air. Or if you got a partner, then hey, use your partner. Both of you can do some Gup Gup. If you only have one stick and your partner has one stick, you do Gup Gup still. You go high, high, then you switch your hands. High, high, switch your hands, all right? But if you don't know it, follow along with me, all right? Everyone else that knows it, go ahead and get going, all right? Looking right here, if you don't know it, you do your high strikes. Everyone say high. Good. And I want you to take your stick, bring it across to your other shoulder, and go low. Good. Bring it back, and you do the other side. Go high with this one. Bring it across your shoulder, and then go low. Very nice. Let's try that again. Go high, across, low, and back. High, across, low, and back. All right, so that's number one. Number two, we're going to go high, low, high. All right, so we're going to go like this. We go, or I'm sorry. Man, I messed some things up right here. I was doing number two. Number one is high, high. So let's try that again. Ready? Number one, high, right here. Bring it across, and then go high, and then back. And then do the other side. High, across, high, and back. All right, now you know number two already, because number two is high, low. So we go high, across, low, and back. High, across, low, and back. Good. So that's it. So we go high, high for number one, high, high for number one, and then high, low for number two, high, low for number two. Good. All right, 10 more seconds. Have you been doing it already? Awesome. Maybe try doing a little moving around. All right, and time. Okay, so that's our Gup Gup. We'll be working on that a little bit later. Now I want you to take one stick, and I want you to ditch it. You're just going to set it off to the side. Make sure you don't trip on that stick. All right, you got one stick right here. Now, remember the rule. If I've got one weapon in my hand, the other hand is always right up by my face, right? If I need to use this arm as a sacrifice, boom, and block, that's a lot better than hitting my face, right? So it's always up by my face, just like this. So here we go. One stick out. We're going to go through some of those strikes again. So everyone say it with me. Say strike one. Good. And then we have strike two goes across the other way. Good. So try that again. Ready? And say one. And bring it across. Say two. Good. Now I want you to say three. We're going to aim right for the ribs, right for the elbows. Okay. And now do the other side. Say four. And I'll say 5 is going to be a poke right to the belly. Aha, you're poking. Good, and back. If you know all 12 strikes, run through it really quick, and then I'm going to do some a little bit harder things at the end right here. All right, just a little bit. Here we go. Ready? If you know all the strikes, get going. If you don't, follow along with me. Let's put it back in this hand now, so it should be in your right hand. Ready? And 1, going straight across this way. Bring it to the other shoulder. 2, and then bring it back to the shoulder. And then we go 3 to the ribs, and then bring it across to the other shoulder. 4 to the other side of the ribs. Good. Bring it back nice and strong. And 5 all the way through. Good. For those that need a refresher, for the rest of them, if you don't know these, that's okay. 6 is to the eyes. I'm sorry, to the chest. 7 is to the chest. 8 is to the knees. 9 is to the knees. 10 is to the eyes. 11 is to the eyes. And then 12 straight down. That's all of our strikes. All right. Now, here's something kind of cool that some of you may not have done a whole lot of. We're going to take our stick and we're going to grab right in the middle. Everyone grab it right in the middle like a mini bow staff. All right. So from here, there's a little bit of different things we can do with our stick. All right. A little bit different style of Eskrima. So what I want you guys working on is we're going to do a 1 strike, and then we're going to come across to the other side 2. So I'm going to do this kind of circular motion with my stick. All right, and then this is going to be really cool in just a second. So once you get this down, I'm just going around one way and then the other way, and then one way and the other way. And I'm not doing a butterfly like this yet. So I'm just going 1, and I bring it up, and I do 2. And 1, 2, good, because then we're going to add the other side of our stick now. So now we got this big old puño. So my puño is the bottom edge of your stick. All right, and when I'm holding my Eskrima stick, I'm holding it a little bit higher up. So if you didn't do that today, that's okay. You can do it next time, but I want to always have a puño sticking out. This time we got a big puño on the bottom. So I'm going to do my 1 strike and my 2 strike. Now I've got the other side of my stick I'm going to be using. I'm just going to use my hand, and I'm going to push that straight forward right there. I'm palm heeling this stick straight across. In real life, I'm going to be using this hand to blast that all the way through, and it's going to be a close combat right to the chin strike. All right, so let's try that again. So I'm going to go this side with my stick. Here, I'm going to switch my hands. I know a lot of you guys are using your right hands, okay? So you can put it back in this side. I'm going to go right here, 1, and then 2, and then I'm going to bring it back a little bit, and I'm going to step forward, 3, and I'm just going to blast that forward. All right. Now, if you did it the other way, if you went 1 this way and 2 this way, it still works the same way. It doesn't matter which end of the stick is sticking out. All right. You're still going to blast straight through. All right. If you did this way, you're just going to blast the top of your stick all the way through. If you did it the other way, you're going to blast the pinky side all the way through. Boom. All right. So try it out just a little bit on your own. Go 1, 2, and then put the hand right on it. Blast all the way through. And then try the other side if you want. 1, 2, bring it back, and blast all the way through. Good. 1, 2, blast. And once you get it, it's really fast. It's going to be boom, boom, sticking all the way through. And then I do the other side. 1, 2, blast all the way through. I'm just launching my stick right into their chin. Boom. That's a really mean, nasty move. It's one of those moves that's really small. This is meant for really close combat. This would be a little more like maybe we're doing some stick, and maybe they even got a knife. We're really, really close. This is pretty intense stuff right here, and I'm coming through with that nice good strike. And now next part, you guys go to attention really quick. All right, so the next part, so after I do my strike through, now it doesn't matter if it's the top part of the stick or the bottom part of the stick, because after that I'm going to reach through and I'm going to grab that stick. So you guys see right here, I'm just going to grab the top, and I'm going to step back, and I'm going to unleash my fury, and I'm just going to whoosh all the way through. Really hard strike. Again, does not matter which part of the stick you use. So if I'm going this way, I did the top part of my stick. Same thing. I'm just going to grab that top part, step back, and unleash. Boom, all the way down. So that's our combo for the day. So grab the middle of the stick again. Here we go. Ready? Do one side and the other side. Palm heel through, grab, step back. Boom, as hard as you can. Now be careful if you don't have a lot of space. Don't need to be breaking mom and dad's stuff, all right? Or your own stuff for that matter. All right, here we go. Ready? Grab it again on your own. I want you to try that for about 30 seconds. Go. 1, 2, push, grab, step back. Whoa, nice and strong. All right? Again, and that's the cool part about this combo is it does not matter which side you're doing. You just got to make sure that your thumb side is doing the strikes first, but you can start on this side or the right side, and then palm heel all the way through. 1, 2, palm grab, step back. 1, 2, palm grab, step back. 1, 2, palm grab, step all the way through. So again, I know a lot of you haven't really done this before, so it might be brand new stuff and you're figuring it out, all right. But once you get a little speed behind it, this one is pretty fun. It's pretty awesome. All right. Try it in the other hand if you haven't yet. We just got about 10 more seconds. So now 1, 2, palm strike down. 1, 2, palm strike down. I just love this combo. Even if I did it the other way, if I did my pinky side right here, I did 1, 2, it still works. Like really, there's no way to mess up this combo. As long as you're hitting one side and the other side, it doesn't matter which side, because you're just gonna palm through and grab. This is the ultimate beginner's combo and still works for advanced people too. It's all around just a really fun combo to do. Boom, strike all the way through. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. So that's kind of your intro into some close combat with your Eskrima sticks right here. And then you can still do some really fun things. We can do our uppercuts. We can do the sides, all this other stuff. And then, yeah, we can start using it more like a bow staff too. And then that's a whole another can of worms right there. That's super fun. So hopefully you guys had a little fun with that. Who likes the middle of the, not the nunchuck, who liked the middle of the Eskrima stick? Was that kind of cool? A little different. All right. So keep practicing at home. If you've never done that, play around. All right, go home and grab them and say, just see like, all right, what can I do with my grip in the middle? And there's a lot. You guys can figure out all these whole different things and make your own combos. So keep playing around with your Eskrima sticks. Have a little bit of fun and maybe send us a video of you doing something really cool that you made up with your stick. And yes, Eskrima sticks can be used for flashy stuff. I can even do some like tosses and catches. Just again, make sure you guys have enough space. You're not going to break anything at home. But when we're done with this class today, if you want to work on just a little toss and catch, you guys can more than do that. That's a lot of fun. Gives you a little bit of control over your weapon, switching between the hands. You can do the same thing you did with your nunchucks. I go behind the back. I go through my legs, all these things, that's all the same. So have a little bit of fun, be safe, and that's all I got for your Eskrima sticks today. So you can set your weapons down. Everyone go to attention, say yes, sir. Bow, courtesy. All right. Well, hopefully you guys had a little fun today. Hopefully I showed you something new that you didn't know before. Take your hands, put them behind your back. Let's finish up, and let's do our black belt creed. Go. As a dedicated student of the martial arts, I will live my life by the principles of black belt. Modesty, courtesy, integrity, perseverance, self-control, and indomitable spirit. Go to attention. Bow, courtesy. And position, sir. Personal achievement is the best, sir. Awesome. All right. We'll see you guys. I'll get everybody unmuted here so you can have a little fun.